The story of Atlantis begins with the Greek philosopher Plato. Known for his profound contributions to Western philosophy, Plato's works have transcended time, influencing countless generations. Around 380 BC, Plato wrote about Atlantis in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias. These dialogues are among his most famous works, delving into the nature of the universe, human society, and the ideal state. He described a powerful and advanced island nation. This nation, Atlantis, was said to be a marvel of engineering and architecture, with grand palaces, temples, and harbors that showcased its immense wealth and sophistication. This nation existed thousands of years before his time. According to Plato, Atlantis was a civilization that predated even the oldest known societies, suggesting a lost chapter in human history. According to Plato, Atlantis was larger than Libya and Asia Minor combined. Its vast territory allowed it to dominate the surrounding regions, exerting influence far and wide. Atlantis was a utopian society. Plato envisioned it as an ideal state where wisdom, justice, and harmony prevailed, a stark contrast to the flawed societies of his own time. It possessed advanced technology and a powerful military. The Atlanteans were masters of engineering, creating innovations that were far ahead of their time, and their military prowess ensured their dominance. The Atlanteans were prosperous and powerful. Their wealth was derived from their fertile lands, abundant resources, and strategic trade routes, making them a formidable force in the ancient world. They built a thriving empire. This empire was marked by its grand architecture, advanced infrastructure, and a society that valued knowledge and progress. However, their ambition and greed led to their downfall. As their power grew, so did their desire for more, leading them down a path of corruption and moral decay. They became corrupt and power-hungry. The leaders of Atlantis, once wise and just, succumbed to the temptations of power, exploiting their people and waging wars of conquest. The gods, angered by their hubris, decided to punish Atlantis. In Greek mythology, the gods often intervened in human affairs, and the story of Atlantis is no exception. A cataclysmic event involving earthquakes and floods destroyed Atlantis in a single day and night. This sudden and dramatic destruction served as a divine retribution for their arrogance and moral failings. The island sank beneath the waves. The once great civilization was swallowed by the sea, leaving no trace of its existence above water. It vanished from history, leaving behind only legends and myths. The tale of Atlantis became a cautionary story, passed down through generations as a warning against hubris and moral corruption. Plato's account of Atlantis has captivated imaginations for centuries. Writers, historians, and explorers have all been drawn to the mystery of this lost civilization, each adding their own interpretations and theories. Was it a real place or merely a cautionary tale? The debate continues to this day, with some viewing it as a historical account and others as a philosophical allegory. Scholars and explorers have debated the existence of Atlantis for millennia. Expeditions have been launched, and countless books and articles have been written, all in search of the truth behind Plato's story. Some believe it to be a fictional creation of Plato's imagination. They argue that Atlantis was a literary device used by Plato to convey his philosophical ideas and critique the society of his time. Others see it as a historical reality, lost to time in the sea. They point to various underwater ruins and ancient texts as evidence that Atlantis may have truly existed, waiting to be rediscovered. One of the most popular theories locates Atlantis beyond the Pillars of Hercules. This ancient term, used by the Greeks, refers to the Strait of Gibraltar, a narrow passage of water that has fascinated historians and explorers for centuries. The ancient Greeks used this term to refer to the Strait of Gibraltar, a critical juncture that separates the continents of Europe and Africa. This narrow passage of water separates Europe and Africa, serving as a gateway between the Mediterranean Sea and the vast Atlantic Ocean. It marks the entrance to the vast Atlantic Ocean, a body of water that has inspired countless myths and legends throughout history. Plato described Atlantis as being located beyond the Pillars of Hercules. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, he painted a vivid picture of a powerful and advanced civilization that existed in ancient times. This description has led many to believe that Atlantis was situated in the Atlantic Ocean. The idea of a lost continent or island has captivated the imagination of people for millennia. Some believe it may have been an island or a continent, a place of great wealth and technological advancement that met a tragic end. Others suggest it could have been a coastal city or civilization, thriving on the edge of the known world before being swallowed by the sea. The Strait of Gibraltar is a geologically active region, characterized by its rocky terrain and dynamic geological features. It is prone to earthquakes and volcanic activity, natural forces that have the power to reshape landscapes and alter the course of history. This fact lends credence to the theory that a cataclysmic event could have submerged a landmass in this area. The idea of a sudden and dramatic disappearance aligns with the catastrophic events described by Plato. The Azores, a group of volcanic islands in the Atlantic, have been suggested as a possible location for Atlantis. These islands, with their unique geological features, offer tantalizing clues to the mystery. However, there is no conclusive evidence to support the existence of a sunken continent or island in the Atlantic. Despite numerous expeditions and advanced technology, the search for definitive proof continues. The search for Atlantis in this region continues. Marine archaeologists and researchers are dedicated to uncovering the secrets that lie beneath the waves. Researchers continue to explore the seabed, hoping to find evidence of this lost civilization. With each dive and each new discovery, they inch closer to unraveling one of history's greatest mysteries. The allure of Atlantis endures, driving scientific inquiry and sparking the imagination of people around the world. Whether a myth or a reality, the story of Atlantis remains a powerful symbol of human curiosity and the quest for knowledge. As the sun sets over the Atlantic, the mystery of Atlantis continues to captivate, reminding us of the endless possibilities that lie beyond the horizon. The vastness of the Atlantic Ocean has fueled speculation about the location of Atlantis. Some researchers believe that Atlantis could have been located in the middle of the Atlantic. They point to the Mid-Atlantic Ridge as a possible location. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge is an underwater mountain range that stretches for thousands of miles. It is a zone of intense geological activity. New crust is formed here as the tectonic plates pull apart. Some researchers believe that Atlantis could have been located on a now submerged plateau or island along this ridge. Another theory suggests that Atlantis was located off the coast of North America. Some researchers believe that the Caribbean islands could be the remnants of a once larger landmass. They point to the presence of ancient underwater structures and artifacts in the region as evidence. However, these theories are often met with skepticism from mainstream archaeologists and geologists. The evidence presented is often inconclusive or open to interpretation. The search for Atlantis in the Atlantic remains a tantalizing but elusive quest. Sunken continents. Could Atlantis be found in Antarctica? The idea of Atlantis being located in Antarctica seems improbable at first glance. Antarctica is a frozen continent covered in ice and snow. However, some researchers believe that it may hold the key to unraveling the mystery of Atlantis. The theory is based on the idea that the Earth's crust has shifted significantly over time. This process is known as crustal displacement. Proponents of this theory suggest that Antarctica was once located in a warmer, more habitable region of the globe. They point to ancient maps that depict Antarctica without ice. One such map is the Piri Reis map, a Turkish map created in the 16th century. This map shows the coastline of Antarctica with remarkable accuracy, centuries before it was officially discovered. While intriguing, the idea of Atlantis being located in Antarctica is highly speculative. There is no concrete evidence to support the notion of crustal displacement on such a massive scale. The extreme conditions of Antarctica make it a challenging environment for archaeological exploration. The Mediterranean Sea, a cradle of civilizations and lost cities. The Mediterranean Sea, often referred to as the incubator of ancient civilizations, has been a witness to the ebb and flow of human history for millennia. Its azure waters have cradled the birth of some of the most influential cultures and empires known to mankind. The Mediterranean Sea has witnessed the rise and fall of countless civilizations. From the ancient Egyptians and Phoenicians to the Greeks and Romans, this body of water has been a central hub for trade, culture, and conquest. The remnants of these once great societies can still be found along its shores, offering a glimpse into a bygone era. Its seabed holds the ruins of ancient cities and ports. Beneath the waves lie the submerged remnants of harbors, temples, and entire settlements that have been lost to time. These underwater archaeological sites are a treasure trove for historians and archaeologists, providing invaluable insights into the lives of ancient peoples. Some researchers believe that Atlantis may be found among these submerged ruins. The legend of Atlantis, a powerful and advanced civilization that supposedly sank into the sea, has captivated the imagination of many. While its existence remains unproven, the search for Atlantis continues to drive exploration and discovery in the Mediterranean. The Santorini eruption, a cataclysmic volcanic event that occurred around 1600 BC, has been linked to the legend of Atlantis. This massive eruption devastated the island of Thera, now known as Santorini, and had far-reaching effects on the surrounding regions. This eruption devastated the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete. The Minoans, known for their advanced architecture and vibrant art, were significantly impacted by the volcanic disaster. The destruction of their cities and infrastructure marked the beginning of the end for this once thriving culture. Some researchers believe that Plato based his story of Atlantis on this event. In his dialogues, Plato describes a powerful and technologically advanced civilization that met its demise in a single day and night of misfortune. The parallels between his account and the Santorini eruption have led some to speculate that the Minoans were the inspiration for the Atlantis myth. Other potential locations for Atlantis in the Mediterranean include the island of Cyprus, the Aegean Sea, and the Black Sea. Each of these regions has its own unique history and geological features that make them intriguing candidates for the lost city. These regions have all experienced significant geological and historical upheavals. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and shifting sea levels have all played a role in shaping the landscape of the Mediterranean, often with dramatic consequences for the civilizations that once thrived there. They offer tantalizing possibilities for the discovery of lost civilizations. Each dive and excavation brings the potential to uncover new artifacts and structures that could shed light on the mysteries of the past. However, the search for Atlantis in the Mediterranean is complicated by the fact that the seabed is constantly changing. Underwater currents, erosion, and sedimentation continuously alter the landscape, making it challenging to locate and identify ancient ruins. Erosion, sedimentation, and human activity make it difficult to identify and interpret ancient remains. The passage of time and the impact of modern development have further obscured the traces of these lost cities, adding to the complexity of the search. The mystery of Atlantis continues to intrigue researchers exploring the depths of the Mediterranean. Despite the challenges, the allure of discovering a lost civilization drives scientists and adventurers alike to keep searching. Each new discovery brings us one step closer to unraveling the secrets of the ancient world hidden beneath the waves.
If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.